here we are then, guys, for the second video on the day on Project Cars 2. If you did miss out on the first one, we started my career mode, and today we are here for something a little bit different. We're racing around the new Red Bull Ring, one of my favourite tracks on the Formula 1 calendar, and we're going to be testing out the brand new Acura NSX GT3 car, a 32 car grid around this circuit. I'm going to be starting from the back. 5-lap race, so it shouldn't be too long, and let's just see how well this is going to go. If you are new around here, do not forget to subscribe for more of Project Cars 2. Really enjoying this game from the career mode episode I did earlier on. If you do want to check that out, I would highly recommend going back and doing so. Very fun race. We started out. I won't try and reveal too many spoilers about it just yet. But yeah, if you are interested, very good fun. We made some good progress and very good racing. But here at the Red Bull Ring, going to be interesting to see how I fare around this circuit. I'm used to it in Formula 1 cars, but in something like a GT3 car, it is a very different circuit, I'd imagine. Really want to jump into some endurance racing around this track. There's quite a few on this game that I'm massively looking forward to. But hopefully, we can have a nice, clean start to the race. Here we are then, ready for the start of the race. We've got Audis, we've got Mercedes, we've got BMWs, we've got a couple of Lamborghinis and Nissans as well, if I'm not mistaken. But a 32 car grid here. Going to be interesting to see how well I can slice my way through the field. We're running authentic assists in at this game as well. It's 15 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we got a Cadillac just ahead of me there. We're getting off to quite a wheel spinny start, but we've just about been able to combat that on the run down towards someone. I think we've jumped the car that was alongside me, but trying to... Oh, the Mercedes just trying to shut the door up towards the top of the hill. Oh, a bit of bumping around, and it's an absolute car park is what it is. We're just going to try and get to the inside and find my own way through the corner there. I think we've made up like 4 positions off the start, 5 positions. So that's been a pretty decent getaway. There might be a car on my outside as we come up the hill. This Acura feels very quick up the straights, I'm not going to lie. Got quite a decent run on the Audi just alongside me, as I think it's been absolute carnage once again. Try and get the car slowed down. Slot it once again to the inside there. A bit of bumping and bashing as we're all trying to find our own way through, make as many gains as we possibly can on the exit of the corner. I think there might still be another Acura on my inside here. So let's try and wait and see if... I think he has just about backed out now with it, as this track feels very bumpy on this game. It just feels very sloped in many ways. We're trying to get the car... Oh, bit of contact there as we just did not get the car slowed down in time. That was very poor by myself. But another couple of positions made up as we now find myself 10 places up from where we kicked off. Gonna try and get... Oh, there's one on my inside. Failed to notice him still there. I thought he'd backed out by now. But we do hold it. Are we around the outside just yet? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to try. Oh, that Lamborghini in front of me. Absolutely parking it on the apex of the next corner there. But we've near enough survived the first lap now. Just got a couple more corners to go as we try and use all of that exit curve. The front guys are already now going down the front straight. So really just show how much this first lap got so backed up as I failed massively to try and get the car turned in to the final couple of corners. Oh, even the Lamborghini, a bit of a punt there. I thought I'd been able to get it to his outside through the final couple of corners. But that's the end of lap 1 of the race. We're still looking at the back of this wonderful Lamborghini Huracan just in front of me here. We're going to try and line up and move up the inside in towards turn 1. Brake is late as we possibly dare. Oh, just punts the back of the Bentley there. That is certainly... What's he doing? Come on, get on with it. Gonna try and push him back onto the circuit there, and we find ourselves all the way down now at the back of the field there once again. So that was certainly not the turn 1 we had in mind, but you know, we've still made up positions from the start, and now we've got to try and fight my way back through the field once more, as I think the Bentley has backed out behind me here. Gonna try and go late on the brakes. The Audi, I think that is ahead of me, trying to have a look up the inside of the Mercedes. Takes a lot of sausage curve. We're going to try and go for a bit of a switch back on the paraffin there. Unfortunately, had to put it down into first to try and get the power, but that did not work out for myself in the end. The Audi, unfortunately, couldn't make the move work on the Mercedes either. We're just going to try and line up a move down his inside in towards the next corner. Try and go late on the brakes. The Mercedes just give a total bit of a punt there as we try to go down the inside, but now we move back up into P27. We've got the Bentley, I think, that we made contact with. No, wait, no, I think he's behind me by now. So we are still trying to find my way through the Mercedes ahead of me. Absolutely parking it there as we try and use all the exit curb through that corner as we possibly can. Get the car nicely over the entrance of that corner. Use all the curb, all the back end. Trying to wrestle me out there a bit as well as we try and use all the curb, all over the grass as well. This track's so different than it is in the Codemasters games, rather unsurprisingly. But we just cannot get the car turned in to that second to last corner there, using all the curb on the outside. This game just feels very slow in these cars. I'm not too sure what that's all about, but have we made the move on the Audi? I think we're still side by side. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's still just about ahead of me here. As the back end starts to fishtail, we are now up into P26 of the race. Got to brake the car nice and early into turn 1. Don't want to run up the second Bentley through turn 1 again. That certainly will not be ideal, but we've moved now back up into P26 of the race here as we move on to lap 3. And hopefully we can just try to close up on the Bentley up this straight. This car feels very quick down the straights there. Not really too sure what's up with the back end. It feels just very loose. Trying to get the car.
You've done yet. Great job.
Just all over the back of the Bentley there as he struggles to try and pick his apex there, but he gets a much better run on the exit of the corner there. Able to just put on the power that bit earlier, and that Bentley is certainly a powerhouse in terms of the GT3 field. We might try and up a move up the inside in towards the next corner. Breakers late as we did. Can we just about get the car slowed down? Yes, we do. Now up into P25 of the race. I think he's just about backed out of the move as well, so that does mean we have fully got P25 is now trying to get the car nicely parked on the apex there. The Mercedes in front of me opting to take a very wide line into the corner there. It does just about hit the apex as well. Try to use that little bit of extra tarmac on the outside as you come through in towards the final sector once more. And now we've got a fairly decent run on the Mercedes. I think top 20 could still be a reality in this race. We might have to try and think about going for a move. Just going to brake a little bit earlier than the Mercedes in front of me so we don't run into the back of him once again. Just cannot get this car turned into the final couple of corners. I don't know what that's about. Oh, as we give the Mercedes a little bit of a punt, just let him know, you know, we're there. We're thinking about going for a move. And that has massively cost me out of the final corner there. Just having a little flick around the HUD. The Mercedes goes for a move up the inside of the Lamborghini. We're just going to try and go for a bit of a move on the Lamborghini as well. Pounce him whilst he's fallen asleep there. Up to P24 of the race we go. It's going to be a drag race up the hill. The Mercedes has given me the slipstream, which is very useful up the hill. I think the Lamborghini has backed out. We're going to move to the inside. We're going to line up a bit of a switchback move up the inside. Try and get the car slowed down just about. Oh, the Cadillac in front of me parks it as well. There's been a bit of a log flume jam at the top of the hill there as we go past the NSX. Back up into P21 now of the race. I think the NSX is still just about alongside me there. We'll give him the room for now, but now he is definitely backed out once more. Down the inside of the Ginetta, locking up. Oh, he thinks about going for a move up the inside of the Mercedes there. That could have ended very badly if you failed to see me. But we now move up into P20. And the top guys, the leader has made a huge breakaway on that lap. Very interesting to see. But we're moving up the field still as we close up over to the back of this green Mercedes. Just 1.25 laps to go of this race. Try and get the car pinned down onto some of these apexes there. Unfortunately, just in 4th gear when I probably could have used 3rd on the exit of that corner, but all over the back of the curbs. The back end trying to flail out as much as it possibly can. Try and get the car turned in. Still a huge amount of understeer there. We've held it just about on the circuit that time as everyone ahead of me very slow through the final couple of corners. Just giving the Mercedes a tiny bit, you know, a bit of a kiss through the final corner there. Obviously a very basic track. There's only 9 corners around this circuit, so although a lot of them very good overtaking opportunities. We're going to have a look down the inside of the Mercedes, the back end. Oh, BMW M6 just ahead of me there. Unfortunate for him, we did completely clatter him in the rear there. I can only apologise to him, but, you know, I'm not going to wait up once again. We waited up for the Bentley beforehand, and the BMW very, very slow on the apex of turn 1 there. If I think the... Oh, I can't remember. It was the Mercedes behind me has now backed out on the final lap of this race. Try and pinpoint the braking up to the top of the hill, looking up the front tyres just a bit. Try and get a nice high line on the exit of the corner so you're not still climbing up the hill as much as possible now. And now we've got a Cadillac just up ahead of me here, who is looking... We could still get P17. I have to try and brake nice and late. There's been a contact between the Ferrari and the Mercedes up the road as well. This could really, really help both me and the Cadillac out in the dying few corners of this race. The Cadillac gets caught out by the Ferrari. We're going to try and line up and move down at the inside forever. Opportunistic. Oh, we've just tagged the Ferrari there. That's certainly... The back end sort of swung back around for me there, but we've dropped a couple of positions. Get the car back down into first, try and get the power. Luckily, there was a bit of gap between P18 and P19 there, but unfortunate there, just that tiny piece of contact on the final lap of the race. Probably cost me, you know, sort of a top 16, I reckon, which would have been pretty impressive, making our way through half of the field there, but nothing I can do about that, unfortunately, at the end of the Grand Prix. Now I've got to try and remember to get the car turned in somewhat near the apex there. It does give you a huge amount of benefit if you do get the car pinned ever so slightly closer there, but through the final corner we go, all over the curbs once more, and now down towards the line from the back of the grid. P19 overall in that race. Still a somewhat respectable job by myself after, you know, quite a bit of carnage in that race. The BMW was able to take home that race win. Steve Jones able to win that race by nearly 6 seconds over second place there in the end. Having a look further down, we have got, we had BMW, I think is that, in P3 as well. The Nissan in P2. Further on down, you can see a wonderful orange McLaren 650S, if I'm not mistaken. And I am down in P19 at the end of that race. 26 seconds off the eventual race winner there. But having a look right down to the bottom of the field, unfortunately, the BMW M6 are actually not able to make it to the end of the... No, he's just come through the line now, so clearly he had quite a few more issues at the end of that race. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe if you're new around here, and also leave your recommendations for track and car combos that you want to see on the channel. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new video.